I would like you, Christiane, to speak about the advice your father gave you about begging for love just after that night that you asked for divorce. Please speak.
Yes, because we had that conversation and Renato said we are going to solve this problem. However, was left like this. How? We made the list. He said that he would solve his list, but I didn't know how we would solve our problem. So when my father asked me how was the marriage after the conversation we had with him, I said, "Look, father, I don't know. I am not sure if we'll change because we have tried so many times to change." And my father looked at me and said, "Stop begging for your husband's love." And when he told me this was humiliating to listen to. It's not nice for you to listen that you are begging for the love of someone who was supposed to love you back. But at the same time, that was humiliating to listen to that. I saw that was the truth. For the first time, I realized that I was doing that because when you are well defined with a situation, you say, "This will be solved." You are certain. You are in the faith, so on and so forth. And I was not like this. I was still expecting to see Renato's change. I was waiting for him to be more attentive. I was expecting a lot of Renato. So my attention was not towards me, to look at me and see what I had to change. I was just looking at him. He was not doing his part. He was not giving me the attention I deserved. So I was just looking at him. I was still begging for Renato's love, even though I was not asking him to change, talking about the topic, but still, this was something that I really wanted. And my father said, "You are begging for your husband's love, and no man likes a woman who begs for their love, who diminish themselves. You need to value yourself, my daughter. You have value. You cannot be diminishing yourself because of your husband." So when he told me this, for me, it was like a moment of let there be light. And for the first time, I understood that indeed I was putting Renato on a very high pedestal and I would diminish myself. So we never solve the problem because my mentality was he needs to give me attention because I want his eyes towards me. I want him to tell me how much he loves me. I want to feel loved, valued by him. I couldn't see it any other way. And when you are so focused on what the person is not doing to you, sometimes this is what is happening. You are putting them in a place they are not supposed to be. You are diminishing yourself. You're putting yourself in a lower place, and they are really high on your life. They are the most important person in your life. They are the sun of your planet.
And at times, the mistake is, which I believe was one of the mistakes you were committing, is that you idealized things. I mean, I didn't love my way of being a brute, but I didn't know how to express my love because I thought, I am already married. What else do you want? I proved my love to you and I got married to you. I don't live in a bar, in a pub. What else do you want? So this way of thinking made me to be lazy in the sense of caring for her, to express my feelings towards her.
Many times I tried different tactics that anyone would try. So I'll give him the ice treatment. I'll be cold, but I couldn't because I'm not a cold person. So I had to remind myself. I would talk to him in my mind. I was not supposed to talk to him. I was supposed to be upset with him. I was supposed to give him a silent treatment because you use tactics. But all this is towards him, thinking about him, thinking the other person. You don't think about yourself. You don't look at you.
You stop existing.
Exactly. This is what I understood. I was not valuing myself. It wasn't Renato that was not valuing me. I was not valuing myself. I would diminish myself. I would think that my value was the attention that he was not giving me.
So when she understood this and started to focus on herself, which means she stopped holding a cup, a beggar's cup for alms, but also she had a stick poking me. Do you love me? Do you love me? So when she gave up on the begging cup, the stick, and started to look at herself and started to think, I will understand that He's not my God, my source of life. I will take care of me. I'll value myself. I will learn the value I have before God. Because if someone is always doing this against you, all the time, you're always feeling hurt.
And not only that, because when you beg for someone's love, you give a lot of love. So I would give a lot of love to him. I would compliment him a lot, give a lot of attention. I wanted to please him. Everything that I would do was thinking about him. And this also would make you a little lazy because I would do everything.
It was unnecessary. It was unnecessary.
And I would tell him, I love you. Do you love me?
As I said, she was doing this for the both of us. So when she stopped poking me, suddenly she stopped. Then I realized, you are no longer poking me. And then you start to miss it, miss the poking. When you start missing the poking, and then you start asking, don't you care about me anymore? This is the key for love. Because love must be a choice. You must seek it. It cannot be trivialized, just given anyhow. You must seek for it. God did His part, but He's not with a begging cup per se. He's there. Whenever you call upon Him, He will listen to you, but you need to call upon Him. At times people complain, where is God? Because He's not helping me. They think that God should be like Superman with a red cape. Whenever they need, He'll be there to help them. God is not a superhero. He's Father, Lord. He says, call upon me in the day of anguish. You will call me and I'll set you free. Jesus said, come to me, and whoever comes to me, I will not cast you away. He's available, but He's not insisting, begging you please. So this is how God deals with the unrequited love from people. Those who choose not to love you are losing out because they are losing you. And you must be aware of this. I understood, we both understood our mistakes, and by God's mercy, He pointed out my mistakes and hers as well, because we sought in Him direction of what we should do, and we managed to equalize it. And we both managed to find the middle ground. Today is no longer like this or that, but it's like this. Head to head, competing who loves the other the most. And this is God who does it. It's not that we are better, but because we learned from God, first learning His love towards us. And this matter of valuing yourself is not even correct, literally speaking, when you say value yourself or to say I value myself. No, you should learn your value in God's eyes. It's not to value yourself, but to understand your value in God's eyes. And when you do so, automatically you will be valued according to the value that He gives you. Because if you value yourself, you are giving your own value. But if you accept the value already given to you, this value is immutable. It's God who gave you this value. It's not society, it's not the person, the one who betrayed you, but it's God. And this value nobody can change because He has already defined your value. When you learn your value in Him, the problems will be over. So you are well, alone or with someone, because you already have everything, His love in your life.
Yes, you don't depend on your feelings anymore for you to feel valued. Because sometimes you feel valued because you are feeling well, because you have conquered something, because you have what you wanted. But what if you lose what you have when you don't wake up the way that you wanted to? You woke up sick. Because if we depend on what we feel regarding ourselves, if you put on weight and then that's it, now I am not a beautiful woman anymore. Or you didn't go to university, so you see, I'm not a smart person. So you give labels to yourself. You think that your value is on these things. So you are always depending on these. But when you understand that your value comes from God, that He values you to the point that He gave His Son, He gave His life for you. And that's it, it's over. When you're not feeling well, no, but God is with me. God values me. If anyone bad mouths you, no, but God chose me like this. So you go above your feelings, what you think. For example, what you heard about your parents. Many people, they listen to what their parents say, that you'll never be happy, you'll never have anyone in your life, you are this or that, and the person holds on to the word. But when you understand the value that God gives to you feel sorry for the person. Oh, my mom, she was not wise when she told me that. She didn't know my value, the value that God gives to the human being. So you are above all of this.